Okay, let's get started. Thank you very much for coming today. Welcome to Davos Experience in Tokyo, number 12. And today's topic is branding of Japan as a safe country. My name is Yoko Ishikura. I'm a professor at the Graduate School of Media Design, 2 more months, and of Keio. And we have been running this Davos Experience in Tokyo since February last year, so it's been over a year. And I would like to welcome all of you, and particularly I would like to thank you because I think it's very cold outside, and I think the snow is expected. Let's hope it's not going to start tonight. We can forget about it if it happens tomorrow. So that's what I'm hoping. And so as you may know, Davos annual meeting of World Economic Forum was held about 2 weeks ago, from the 22nd of January until 25th or so. And since I was in Japan this time, and the Prime Minister Abe made a keynote speech at the best possible position during Davos. Quite a few people asked me, what's this Davos is all about? And Prime Minister Abe making a keynote speech, how significant is it? So I wanted to share with you a little bit of a clip from Prime Minister Abe's speech, first of all.
Increase, higher wages, long overdue, will lead to greater consumption. Our fiscal situation has also made steady improvement. Japan is now getting on track for fiscal consolidation. Pundits used to say that Japan was at dusk, or the land of the setting sun. They said that for a country as mature as Japan, growth would be impossible. These arguments were made to sound almost legitimate. You can see what Japan's psyche was like before I took office as Prime Minister. Hardly can you hear any such voices now. Our growth rate has changed dramatically from negative growth to positive. In 6 years' time, the Olympics and the Paralympics will come to Tokyo. People are now...
Okay, so sorry about that. How many of you have watched Prime Minister Abe's speech? What do you think of that? Okay. What about you? Yes. It was not the first time, though. Yeah, I know the Prime Minister Mori made a speech, but the position of Prime Minister Abe's speech was the best position. Was right after the president of Swiss, and that's the best position. And it usually is kept for the host country, the Prime Minister or the President of the host country of G8. That is by far the best position. However, it used to be like we had some Prime Minister making a speech, keynote speech at Davos. I believe that Taro made a speech as well, and so did Mr. Mori. But they tend to come on Saturday. And the Davos annual meeting starts on either Tuesday or Wednesday. So most people are gone by Saturday. So the beginning is the critical time. But because the Diet is in session during the weekdays, so the Prime Minister or the ministers could not come until Saturday because they are not allowed to leave the Diet. So they moved around, and I think as far as the Professor Schwab was talking about, they tried to make it a little bit earlier than usual so that the Prime Minister Abe could come. And so that was a fairly significant. So whenever we're talking about the keynote speech or anything, the position or the time of the day is quite important. It's not just you make a speech and that's good. So it's you got to appeal to as many people as possible. So that's a very interesting sort of thing. But anyway, so that was what Prime Minister Abe talked about. And so today's topic is that assume that you're a brand manager of Japan. And as he talked about, we have Olympics in 2020. And a lot of people in the world are very interested in what's going on in Japan. And Abenomics has been attracting quite a bit of attention so far. Even though I think the strategic window is closing pretty quickly. And a lot of people may be a little bit disappointed at what's happening with the Abenomics. But we're still pretty good. We still have a little bit of attention. And since the Sochi Olympics is starting later today, and the security and safety in Sochi Olympics has been a big issue. If you listen to the English podcast, particularly the U.S. ones, they talk about security and safety in Sochi Olympics almost every single day. That's one of the major topics, in addition to the cold weather and in the United States. So, and it's I think in a way it's very interesting because the U.S. has a certain sort of stereotype or certain impression of Russia. And so I don't think that President Obama will go there, and so are not some of the leaders of the heads of the states. But security, safety is a big issue in Sochi Olympics. And as we talked about last January, how many of you were at this session in January? Okay, so there aren't that many. So they are the responsible parties. We tried to pick up the issues for this year, 2014, and each group sort of came up with the idea, and one of the groups came up with the branding of Japan, because it's a very good topic, and we are now in the need of branding, positioning of Japan, now that Abenomics, Prime Minister Abe, and Olympics 2020 has been appealing to the world. So we decided to do the rebranding of Japan as a brand manager for Prime Minister Abe, but we didn't want to do this cool Japan, Japanese food and technology, which has been discussed to death. I think we have been discussing this for a long, long time, but I wanted to do something a little different. So the group came up with the idea, even though we take safety for granted, we think it's like an air. So nothing special, but it's quite significant to the people outside, particularly when the safety and security of Sochi Olympics has been in such a big issue. So we decided, well, why don't we focus on safety? And if you are a brand manager of Japan. So today it's a little bit different from our regular Davos experience in Tokyo, where we have breakout sessions, and each one discuss something in English. So we try a little bit different things. So assume that you are a brand manager of Japan, and you're supposed to design 3-minute commercial for Japan with a focus on safety. So how do you get the message across that Japan is a safe country to the rest of the world? And safety is sort of tricky, and it's an abstract kind of concept. So it's not like, Japanese food is great. Sushi is great. I mean, it's much easier to say that. But safety, how do you position that? How do you try to get the message across? So that's the difficult part. However, as you can tell, we have quite a few gadgets and toys in each table. What you're supposed to do is use any one or any of these toys or things, such as we went to Takuencho this afternoon and picked up several things. So we have like something like, I think you put on hair. This is for your foot. And I don't know what this is, but we have these things. And we also have this fake fur or origami and other things. So you can use any one of these top toys or gadgets placed on your table and use the concept, the color, anything that you can think of to develop the sales pitch, commercial for the branding for Japan as a safe country. So you can discuss, you can play with it, and then divide and design 3-minute commercial. And at the end, I think after about probably about half an hour, 45 minutes, we'll ask each group to do 3-minute commercial, and we'll videotape, and we'll see whether which one would be the best one. Okay? And the reason why we want to do this is we want to do something a little bit different, and safety is not that easy topic. So we would like you to be as creative as possible and play with the ideas of safety and toys like a kid. And I tried this a few times myself, and I love it. And the one that I tried, I think that was in either Davos or Summer Davos, and we were given the same kind of toys or things. And we were supposed to pick any global agenda, like poverty, education, health, whatever. And we're supposed to make 3-minute commercial. And so we were given like a toy helicopter, balloons, and other things. So we sort of discussed for a little while, and then we decided, well, let's focus on the health issues. And malaria is the biggest killer in the world. So if we can eradicate malaria in some way, then we can really make a very, big step forward to resolve one of the global agenda. And children are the biggest victims of malaria. So we decided, and we tried to combine the climate change and health. So our task was, okay, we're in 2020, and the world has changed to somewhat, to some other condition. So develop a commercial. So I was the one who came up with, I was the one who actually did the commercial. And the way that we tried was that, okay, it's in 2020, and the world is suffering from the climate change. So we have become much warmer any place. So that means that in Sweden and the Nordic countries, which has been cold, they became very warm. So malaria is all over the place. So, but the children are the biggest victims of malaria. So we decided to make the toy plane, toy helicopter, with the insecticide for malaria, so that the children can play with the toy, but that will spread insecticide, the medicines for malaria. And so we actually made blow the balloon, and we put the thing up on the helicopter, and we used that, and we just flew it. So that was our commercial for eradicating the malaria. So we would like you to follow the same idea. You can use any one of these toys and try to develop the commercial, 3-minute commercial, to focus on safety in Japan. And we also tried something of the same kind of idea. And I think at one point we also tried to rebrand Japan, and we used some of the toys. So each group can come up with anything that you would like to appeal. Okay? So, any questions? Do you understand what you're supposed to do? Okay, yeah.
For the from that workshop, who is the audience, or who is the destination of the branding?
Okay. To the world? Yeah. And so assume if you are given 3 minutes at the closing ceremony of Sochi Olympics, how would you use that? I think that would be a very good combination because security safety is a big issue. And the opening is a little too much, right? Because every Olympics, at the end, after the closing ceremony, they introduce the next Olympics. So we go 8 hours, maybe 6 hours, 6 years. But we can still announce this is all Tokyo Olympics in Tokyo is all about. So assume that you are given 3 minutes at the closing ceremony of Sochi Olympics, and you are asked to do something to appeal safety of Japan. And that's going to be broadcast everywhere in the world. So you have this incredibly big audience. Because everybody is watching closing ceremony of Olympics, right? Even though that's a winter Olympics. So is that clear? Okay, any other questions? Okay, why don't we divide it into I think we have 6 tables. Yeah, or so. Yeah, I'll just kind of go around and see what's going on. So what I would like you to do is, how many of you this is the first time that you come to? Okay, we have quite a few. So what we do is just, you can pick any one of the groups and go there, take your chair, and introduce yourself very quickly. Don't exchange cards. We can do it. And then you sort of discuss how we're going to do it. And because we have a whiteboard, you can write a lot of ideas, and then finally you can decide how to produce. Okay? So you can spend like 20, 30 minutes just discussing and try to figure out what would be the best story to tell. Because we're essentially talking about the story. Even though you say Japan is safe 50 times, nobody would get it. So you have to sort of develop a story so that, that the closing ceremony of Sochi Olympics, how would people react? How we can make that message clear. Okay? Okay, go. Hello, this is Yoko Ishikura. Can somebody hear me?
Hello, Professor Yoshika.
Where are you? Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Ethan, and my coworker Joe. We are from Hong Kong.
Okay.
We saw this event online, and we think it is interesting, so we joined.
Okay. So Ethan and Joe
Right.
in Hong Kong. And you are in Hong Kong?
Yes, we're
Great.
we're currently in office. We just finished working.
Who else?
Hello, my name is Nana. Can you hear me?
Oh, I should come out this way.
Hello. Hi, my name is Nana. Yeah. I'm with my friend.
Nana, what's
Yeah.
your friend's name?
Her name is Kazue.
Okay. Where are you?
Actually, we're in Tokyo.
Oh, you are. Okay. Good, good. Excellent. Okay. So, as you may have watched, I think we are trying to develop the sales pitch commercial for branding Japan as a safe country.
Hmm.
So how would you do that? But you can use any one of those things that you may have, or whatever. As I said, if you're given 3 minutes at the end of the closing ceremony of Sochi Olympics, and you are supposed to introduce the next Olympic site, the Summer Olympics in 2020, and many things you could do, but if you're supposed to tell everybody in the world that Japan is the safe country, how would you do that?
Yeah.
Do you think since you live in Japan,
Yeah.
feel pretty secure and safe, or is safety a big sort of concern for you, or you don't think about that?
Actually, okay. I came back to Japan 3 years ago from Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
And then since I lived in Australia, in Sydney, for about 6 years, and actually I was so surprised that it's totally different circumstance between Japan and Australia
In what way?
in the safety way.
Yes.
But,
Tell us a little bit about that.
Because the biggest things I was surprised in Japan when I came back to Tokyo, because we can leave our seat at at a restaurant without bringing your luggage.
I see. Yes. I understand that. You have to hand.
Actually, it's impossible in Sydney.
It is?
Yeah. No, not at all. And then maybe if you do that, maybe in 3 seconds, your luggage will disappear.
I see. Yeah, I remember I spent some time in the United States, and I always had to hang on to my bag. Otherwise, you'll never know.
No, so
Even though you place your bag on the floor right next to you, somebody may take it.
yeah, actually, it happened to me.
Yeah. I see.
Okay, so then on the other hand, in Japan, we can consider how peaceful in Japan.
When you say peaceful, what do you mean?
How safety, and then how how can I say, how wealthy, and then everything is easy to buy, or
I see.
and then
A lot of things are available. You can get it very easily.
easily. So
Okay. Good. Let's just think before we think about Japan. I had as a matter of fact, this morning, I had a meeting with some people from other country, and they are trying to sort of develop a conference between Japan and Australia, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay.
And I said, well, they were interested in, what are the issues? And they were trying to figure out what, how the most of the, and since I'm in the business, I was trying to get across the message. I was trying to get across my impression and my understanding of the impression of the business people of Australia. And but it was quite different from what people from Australia think about. So I thought, well, probably a lot of Japanese business people, unless they are in charge of like resources and things like that, they may not have such a clear idea of what, Australia is all about. So what's the positioning? What's the branding of Australia? How can you describe the country Australia today? And I think that's what we're trying to figure out. And while you're thinking, let me ask Ethan and Joe, how would you position Hong Kong?
You mean how do we promote Hong Kong? Do you mean how do we promote Hong Kong?
When somebody asks you what Hong Kong is all about today,
Right.
how would you describe?
I would say it's a pretty economically active region.
Yeah, exotic.
And it's also a very famous place for tourism. And also the food of Hong Kong is quite famous here.
Right.
And especially, I would more focus on the business area.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it's have active business activities around the world. So it's also being pitched as an entry gate to China.
Right.
And people like lots of foreign companies have their offices in Hong Kong. So English is quite common here. Yeah, that's all I can think
Okay.
of.
So that's a combination of several things.
Right.
So something like good place for business because of it's a gateway to China, which is a big and growing market still.
Right.
And you can use English, which is another big advantage. But it's not just good for business, it's good for good life, such as food and, exotic, things like that, right?
Right.
But is it, those are the kinds of things that we have heard and, so far. Is there anything new taking place in Hong Kong that you would like to get across to the people who may not have that much of a, sort of information about or experience in Hong Kong?
Give me a minute here. Let me ask Joe if he has something.
Okay.
有没有关于香港的一些新的东西可以介绍给各位？
Yeah, well, Ethan is talking to Joe. What about Nana and Kazue? What kind of impression do you have of Hong Kong?
Okay, actually, because
I've never been to Hong Kong actually.
both of
Have
us.
you been there?
No, none of
Okay.
us.
So you haven't been there, so you don't have any direct experience, but you have heard of Hong Kong. You do have some kind of impression of Hong Kong, right?
Yes.
Yes.
How would you describe Hong Kong?
Hong Kong.
I've heard from one of friend who used to live in Hong Kong,
Yes.
and he is American.
Yes.
Okay. Then what he told me is there are two parts of the town, or I don't know. But- and then one is really slow, and then the other town is really busy, like maybe business town or something like that.
I see.
And so those are totally different
I see. So there are two worlds,
Two worlds, yeah.
distinctive aspects of Hong Kong,
Yeah,
depending
yeah.
upon the area.
Yes, that's right. So
I see,
that's what I heard in.
Okay.
And then actually, the all Hong Kongese I met in Sydney,
Yes.
they are really nice people. So,
Okay.
I felt,
Thank you, Donna.
Okay. So Ethan and Joe, what's new? How would you sell Hong Kong to Nana and Kazue, who haven't been there?
We thought about another idea that the government is extremely careful to preserve some of the natural resources such as forests and parks. Even though the real estate is highly developed,
Yes.
but I would say the certain areas, maybe 70% of the areas, is preserved that no real estate developer can touch.
I see.
Yeah. So there are parks there. You can actually experience mountain hiking.
Okay.
Investigate on animal species. There's pretty good.
I see.
Preserved, yeah.
Very good. Would you say Hong Kong is safe?
Do you think?
You know, Nana said that Australia is not it's not just safe, but it's if you leave anything, it may be gone. So what about in Hong Kong?
Depends on compared to which country.
I see.
Overall, I would not say it's very safe because we have over 30,000 police force. But we don't have, of course, we don't have other like terrorist activities here. It's not common.
Yeah.
And there are some crimes, but the crime rate is not that high.
I see.
But we have some idea for branding to Japan on foreigner perspective.
Yes.
First,
Share with us. Yeah.
okay. We think that most foreigners are concerned for example, Nana talked about the crime rate, which is under control in Japan, which is very good. But most foreign countries, we think they are considered how do you say it? Fukushima event?
Yes.
Radiation pollution. Because on the YouTube, there are many YouTuber channels are talking about the reason they detect the radioactivity in fish. So I think if you want to emphasize on Japan safety, that is the point you want to emphasize on like food safety and how radiation is under control, such like that.
Okay.
Great.
Very true. So that's a very critical part when we're talking about safety. Safety is not exactly that you can walk, alone at night. We're talking about radiation.
And also, that's it. And also, Japan has some territory conflicts with its surrounding countries. So maybe we also want to tell people that the tension is getting better.
Yes.
So that people will think it is a safe country to visit or invest in the future.
I see.
Yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Okay. Well, so Nana and Kazue, I think Ethan and Joe sort of raised a couple of issues. That is, what about, safety is, probably Japan is safe, but when it comes to the radiation and Fukushima and all that nuclear issues, we just have to make sure that people, it's not contaminated, it's not, the radiation level is so low. And also there is a little bit of a tension in geopolitical terms. So, you just make sure that the tension is reducing. So how would you respond to these things, these concerns?
In my opinion, and
Yes.
actually, okay, the politician, they, but they are saying, or okay, I'm not sure what they are saying true or not. Then
Who?
politician.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes, government, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Then some of the books told me that okay, it's if you build like なんだっけ原爆sorry I forgot the 原爆 what do you say 原子炉
は
Yeah.
アトム
Nuclear. Yeah. Power stations.
station. Yeah, if you build a nuclear power station on the stable and safety land,
Yes.
it should be safety. Right. That's what I know so far.
I see.
Okay.
But Japan is known to have a lot of earthquakes.
Yes, that's.
And I don't think we'll ever be able to say we are earthquake free because we have volcanoes.
That I think that's the problem. That's the point. It's really
Right.
really difficult to live without nuclear power.
I see. So it almost seems like that you're saying that as long as we have nuclear power stations, we're not going to be totally safe.
It's not 100%.
I see. Okay. So I think that the Prime Minister Abe, when he tried to promote Tokyo as a site for 2020 Olympics, I think quite a few journalists and others have asked that nuclear radiation question, and he said he essentially said that it will be under control. It is under control. Yeah,
That's not true.
but you don't believe. You don't believe it.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
Actually, I have read some of the article.
Yes.
Not true.
Okay. So that means it's going to be quite difficult to sell or to appeal the safety of Japan, isn't it? So how would you? What would you do?
To be honest, in fact, it's a really difficult. Yeah, as I said, it's really difficult to live without nuclear power right now in the house. So, yeah, it's sad, but like Fukushima,
Yes.
it's getting one of the place.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to say maybe government they need to decide, make a decision which place to be used for that.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't know. It's right answer or right things to do or.
Okay.
But as far as I know, it's.
So that's a quite tricky or quite thorny point that we cannot. As long as I think once people start talking about radiation, we really cannot say that it's a safe country. So we're going to have to do something.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ethan and Joe,
Right.
any suggestions? You raised this issue of radiation and also the tension, and I think particularly for the radiation issue,
Right.
as long as we have nuclear power stations, we really cannot say it's safe.
Right. But I remember on the news it says that currently the previous prime minister of Japan is going on to be a candidate for Tokyo mayor, and he's a supporter for to get away with the nuclear power, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And the governor's election is the day after tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see who would get elected.
Right.
But that's one of the areas that they think that they are the issues.
Right.
So it's not very clear how the result would be. It seems like the other person is going to win rather than this ex-prime minister who is advocating zero nuclear power stations. But we'll never know. And it's a little difficult to sort of judge the public opinion either.
Right.
So it's really don't know where we come out. And we also have this energy issue and electricity, and also we are buying a lot of oil and gas and other things. So that has affected our balance of payment too.
Yeah, that's a tough issue.
Money issue.
So if that's the case, would you, you wouldn't focus on safety as the sort of the sales point of Japan?
Right. Sorry?
I said, if nuclear is, we can't really say it's totally safe
Right.
when it comes to radiation.
Or maybe
So that means that, we may have to change the message.
or maybe you can say that the country is not that depend on nuclear energy that heavily as before.
I see.
You can say that you have other alternative energy such as wind energy, solar energy development, or other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Right. That's it.
Nana and Kazue and Ethan, you can talk to each other rather than me asking all the questions. And you can share some of your experiences or your impressions of both countries, Hong Kong, Australia, Japan, and so forth. And probably Ethan, you can start off by saying how you found out about this Davos experience in Tokyo, and why you decided to join from Hong Kong.
Okay.
Yeah.
I found out this Davos talk because I recently applied for KMD. And then
I see.
right, and I found out there's a link, and then I click in it, and I think it's a pretty interesting talk.
I see.
So I decided to join the talk and see what's going on, and
I see.
right.
As a matter of fact, we have this thing called KMD Forum on February 8th, March the 1st at Hiyoshi, our campus,
Right.
and that is open to everybody. And let me check whether that's going to be live streamed or not.
DNA なんかね、会社ある会社で、採用とかを見てて、DNA って言ってて、
I hear
リンクがあって、
that not all the events at KMD Forum will be live cast, but some will be live cast.
Right.
So you can take a look at it.
日本の中で
Have you visited our campus?
No, not yet. But
Okay.
Pictures.
Well, Nana and Kazue how did you find about this Davos experience in Tokyo?
Actually, okay, I forgot the name, but I belong to one group on Facebook, and
Oh, I see.
ビジネス塾、世田谷ビジネス塾。
Oh, okay. That's Furukawa-san's.
Yeah, Furukawa-san. Yes.
I see.
He posted.
That's how you found. Okay.
Yes,
I see. Okay. Good.
And actually, I missed the last session.
Mm-hmm.
Last and two times, and then
Oh, I see. Okay.
successful.
Good. Okay. Sounds good. Well, you can talk to each other. And probably Ethan, you can, Nana and Kazue, you can give some suggestions to Ethan and Joe, who may be interested in KMD. Ethan, have you been to Japan?
Yes, I have traveled to Japan 4 times.
I see.
And yeah, I love Japan. I love Japanese food, Japanese culture, and everything.
I see.
Thank you. That's good.
Right.
So you can probably, Nana and Kazue, you can sort of promote Japan and other aspects of Japan than safety. We haven't been that successful on that one.
No.
難しいね。
Okay.
So, Nana, are you a graduate from KMD also?
Candy.
Yeah.
What's Candy?
KMD is a program offered by Keio University called Keio Media Design.
No. Actually, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, Nana and Kazue came to know Davos experience in Tokyo because they belong to this group, which is run by one of the people who come to Davos experience in Tokyo very often.
Ah, I see.
So they don't know anything about. I don't think they've been exposed that much about KMD.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. Which part of Japan have you been?
Oh, I have been to Tokyo
Yeah.
and Osaka, Kyoto,
Oh.
Okinawa, and Hokkaido.
Wow.
Yeah. I actually worked as a volunteer in Hokkaido in 2013.
Wow. What?
It's like a working exchange program that you can work for hostels, hotels. They don't pay you actually, but you get free housing and free food. But you get a chance to practice your Japanese, and you can get to know the locals. Yeah, it's a very amazing experience.
Oh, wow. That sounds good. So did you get some of Japanese language?
Yeah, a little bit. My Japanese is getting better.
Oh.
I'm very poor at speaking. Yeah, but listening is, I think I would say only elementary level. Yeah, because I only participated in the program for 1 month.
Oh.
Right, and I believe they have the same program across Australia too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like you can actually apply for it and work in the farms and other parts in Australia.
Oh, farm state, no?
Farm state?
Yeah, farm. Like farms.
Oh, yeah. Some of I've heard some people in there.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would say it's a great experience. If you got a chance, you can try it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Right.
Okay, so go back to the topic. I think we better go back to the topic.
Okay. All right. So safety as a promotion for commercial.
なんだっけね、I forgot the name, but we found the natural source,
Natural resource?
yeah, power
Yes.
in the deep ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Is it natural power?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Natural power.
really?
Natural? You mean and natural energy? You mean?
Natural. It can be yeah. It can be changed to natural energy.
Oh, is
It can
that
be used for natural energy.
is that a new technology?
They need a new technology so that they need to build a machine
Mm-hmm.
to to change to get energy.
Oh, so they convert the.
Convert or something. I don't know what they do. Anyway, they need a really big pound money to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So I've heard it now. That's the problem they have.
Yeah, I think it is a very good promotion point for people to see there are different kind of resources that Japan has.
So we need something we can make by ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
not buying from the other country.
Yeah, especially the energy price for oil is getting scarce and higher. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know in Hong Kong, but
Yeah, Hong Kong too.
Hong Kong too.
nuclear and then gases or natural gases，
Yeah, Hong Kong is good at that.
不是很多，但是有一点点。
Yeah.
Okay, has something nuclear and other the naturals.
Yes.
Power,
Yeah, Hong Kong is
powers.
also depend on
and then
oil and gas heavily and coal
Coal.
too.
and coal.
Yeah, cool. From Australia.
Resources
Yeah,
from
really.
China.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why they are rich.
Uh-huh. Right. So yeah, we can talk about natural resources and energy resources. Yeah, of course, we can promote the food in Japan to the world. The food safety.
Food safety, yeah. Now, to be honest, we are trying not to think a lot too much about that right now, and we are not sure which food from which region are safe.
Uh-huh. But I mean the control,
Pollution.
the pollution is low. The inspection procedure is quite controlled.
Yeah. Actually, okay. Actually, 2 months ago, I went to Tohoku,
Oh, Tohoku.
where there was a big outbreak next to Fukushima,
Uh-huh.
and then people who live there told me actually the fish are really getting sick.
Sorry, getting what? Getting.
Safe.
Oh, it's getting better.
Better. And then, they started to eat raw fish.
Oh.
Yeah, since 2 months. 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm. Cool. That's a good news.
Yeah, actually, maybe I didn't know. I didn't have a chance to know if I didn't go there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the problem. The people who live in Tokyo or who live in the west side
Uh-huh.
don't know the news.
Yeah.
how yeah it's everything is better.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Even people who live in Japan.
Yeah, we haven't seen that news too. Yeah.
So that means vegetable, fruit,
Right.
yeah. Also,
Right. But talking about other area of safety, I think Japan has done a very good job. Like, oops, the signal is quite weird.
noisy.
Yeah, but right now it's okay.
Yeah.
But if we are going to
I was just going to visit the groups here, to each group here, to find out how they are discussing for those who are online. Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
onlineの人たちがドローしてるからオンラインだと確かに、今日は前々回はもうちょっとこの画像があって Hello.
I'm going.
ねえなかなか。でもグループ作ってやってるでしょ。ゆうちゃんすごいわ。私も思いがあってる。それ思いを私が伝えるのに。頑張って。だってドキドキして喋れない。
Now we're trying to figure out how the groups are doing, and we're having a little bit of trouble following the microphone as well as the camera, but let's see.
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, so
Well, we can actually move with the camera.
So here's one group.
one group. Yeah.
Now they're trying to practice the skit. You can tell from their whiteboard the storyline.
Yeah.
Now they're practicing.
Right. That's for the commercial, right?
セカンドのセカンドのセカンドじゃないミニチか。それはミニチか。確かにそれミニ。
Let's go to the next group. How is this one? Seems like they're working on quite a few things.
なんかキットがあるんだね。
It's like a collage, it seems like. And we see a little bit of a map here. And let's see what else is going on. Okay.
Tokyo subway map.
They're really working on the colors, it seems like.
Right.
Okay, let's go to the other groups. This group seems to be trying to develop a story now.
What story?
And they are sharing their own experiences. Things like. I don't know whether they have used any one of those toys or not, but we'll see. Okay, so they seem to be working on the story. Let's go to this group. They have quite a bit of pictures and things. You see a lot of night after dinner, different places. Okay, let's go to this one. It seems like that they have a list of things that comes up with the safety, such as safety check, you can go home alone at night, things like that. Let's go to this group. Not very clear whether they are using any toys or any gadgets, but we'll see. At least they seem to be having fun. So this is what's going on, and this is the first trial that we sort of use the gadgets and things. And I think they'll have about 10 more minutes or so, and we'll have a sales pitch commercial, assuming that you are at the closing ceremony of Sochi Olympics. It hasn't even started yet, but we'll see.
All right. Thank you for the tool.
Are you still there?
Yeah, still here.
Yeah, did you sort of get a little bit of a sense as to what's going on in here?
Right. I cannot wait to see the presentations.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult, but we have 6 groups here, and each one is working on the story that they're trying to tell.
Yeah.
And some groups are just, doing the skit and rehearsal, and other teams are using a lot of like origami and other things.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think in about 10 minutes or so, we'll ask each group to show us their commercial. So tell me what you have discussed among yourselves.
We didn't discuss much, but based on our previous ideas,
Yes.
we think safety can be short in 4 points. Can be showed in 4 points. The first, we're going to show the audience that Japan is a safe country in terms of we are a very low crime rate, and there's not many terrorist activities.
Yeah.
And the second point is that we're going to show them that the food safety is very well controlled in Japan. Food safety. Yeah, and the environment is good.
Okay.
And the third point we're going to, yeah, that's the third point. The beautiful scenery and different activities you can do in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And the fourth point is about the radiation. How the radiation is going to be controlled and reduced, and what kind of alternative energy solutions we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. I think we're going to be asking you to tell the group, the whole group, how you have discussed at the end.
Okay.
And after they show, we're going to get together in the center, and each team, each group who are here will present their commercial, but we will ask your group, who is online, to share your discussion, and you can mention these 4 points and how you have come up with these, and what are the thorny points, what like radiation and things. So so Ethan, are you going to be doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Nana
Probably Ethan and Nana, or one of you who are in Tokyo, can join and just explain, so that people will understand that 2 of you are in Hong Kong and 2 of you are in Tokyo,
Right.
and so that people are watching this. So that'll be a very good combination.
Sure.
So it's in about 10 minutes or so. So you can discuss a little bit further and be ready. Okay?
We will try our best.
Okay, great. Okay, let's get started. Thank you very much for coming to the closing ceremony of Sochi Olympics. My name is Pete, and I'm extremely delighted that we saw the best ever Winter Olympics.
How many medals?
Well, we are number 1. No question about that. And I really would like to congratulate all the athletes for their effort and for their endurance and staying and coming to Sochi Olympics. But now we're talking about the future. And the next Summer Olympics is going to be held in Tokyo. And as you may have been very worried about safety and security in Sochi, nothing happened. So it was okay. But I think we do have Japan representatives who are trying to appeal to all of you so that you will come to Tokyo in 2020. So who would like to start first?
Yes.
Go ahead.
手が一番ですよ。手を上げてくる。手を上げる。食べます？
The safety in Japan is supported by technology, personality, and security. And this is the story of the man who comes to Japan to enjoy Olympic Games in 2020.
Welcome to Japan!
I'm going to Kyoto by Shinkansen. Yes. There are no fatal accidents with Shinkansen in more than half century. Oh, it's amazing. Yes, we have to arrive in Kyoto on time.
I'd like to go to Kinkakuji.
May I help you?
Where is Kinkakuji?
Kinkakuji is this way.
Oh,
That's Japanese personality. Friendly and kind.
I've got lost my wallet. What can I do? Oh, that's Koban. I'm good.
Hello, hi, how can I assist you?
I'm in trouble. I lost my wallet, so I can't have Japanese cuisine at all. Yeah.
Is this your purse?
Oh, that's my Hamaguchi. My Hamaguchi.
Yeah, here you go.
That's Japanese utility. In Japan, you can expect to get back your loss even if it was wallet.
Take care and enjoy your trip.
Thank you very much.
Coming out from the police. Wow, it stopped automatically. That is because by 2020, automatic brakes are standardly equipped to all cars. Yes.
Oh.
And getting back to the hotel.
Yeah. I have a serious stomach ache. I need medical care.
No problem. We can take care of you immediately.
Wow. Unbelievable in United Kingdom.
Yes. By 2020, in Japan, many doctors and nurses can speak English by
We have an earthquake.
in hotel. But don't worry, in Japan, the buildings are very safe. So,
See you in Tokyo in 2020.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go to the next group. Who wants to do? Who wants to start? Okay.
Hi everyone, did you enjoy Sochi Olympic? Today, I would like to show Future Society of Tokyo in 2020. His name is Vladimir Tomovsky, now leaving from Sochi to Tokyo Narita Airport.
Wow, Tokyo is very nice. Nice weather. But excuse me, do you have any problem?
Oh, thank you. I would like to go to Shinjuku Station, but I lost my way.
Oh, no problem. I can give you directions.
Oh,
Just go straight all the way down.
oh, thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
I'm not rain, I'm not rain. Just arrived on time. Oh, alright.
I should go.
Is it yours?
Oh, it's mine. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But
Are you okay? Are you okay?
that's okay.
I call Amran. Soon coming. Are you okay? Okay? Let's go to hospital.
Oh, it's amazing.
Please sit down. Take this medicine.
Oh, thank you. Get better.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I've just arrived at my friend's home. Hi, Abby!
My son is waiting for you.
Oh, nice. Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Japan.
Japan.
I feel at home and safety.
He's happy tree. And Japanese security is supported by warm heart of Japanese and high-level security system.
Oh, you are the president. Help me. Oh,
nice to see you
Nice to see you again. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to the next group.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome guests and President Putin and Rachel from Russia. I'm from Tokyo, Japan. First of all, I would like to congratulate our own Mao-chan for gold medal. So Japan is a safe country. But I think this word is not enough. In Japan, the safety is something built in deep in our society, and what we can say that safety is something unaware or unconscious by a member of society, or in other words, in Japan, the safety is you can enjoy with free of charge. So even what we can say that we have the safety in the heart. H-E-A-R, heart. So now from the moment we're going to show you with the heart one by one.
Wow, this place is amazing.
Andrew, welcome to Japan.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Today, now I want to introduce the first portion of Japanese heart, H. H comes from hospitality. Oops, this way. Hospitality, crane is the symbol of hospitality.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And Japanese food is a symbol of Japanese hospitality. World Heritage Japanese food. Welcome to Japan.
Thank you, sir.
This is the first portion of heart.
Second, emergency. Even in emergency, we'll take good care of you for safety. Earthquake!
We have very friendly animals here.
Hey, welcome.
Hey, what's up?
And that's our third portion of heart.
Another portion of heart is relaxed. Totally relaxed. We are proud of low crime and then no pickpockets in trains, so enjoy your stay.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so lost here. What's this big round thing that I'm trying to read? So many lines. This is crazy. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I'm trying to get to Shibuya Station.
Oh, Shibuya Station is easy. You can take Yamanote line and just to here, and it takes only 5 minutes, and it's very safe.
Oh, thank you very much.
So we have another portion of heart. We have a really safe transportation.
I love Japan.
All right, so everybody, come here. Look, this is the Olympic Game 2020's new symbol. We want to propose a new symbol for the Olympics. Thank
Great. Who wants to go next?
Hello everyone, welcome to Japan, and I invite all of you guys to join me to take a walk through the streets of Japan to the Olympics in Tokyo. What is this? It's a woman. She's walking along the street. She's getting attacked.
Stop it!
Oh my God.
I'm robot. Like Ashimo made by Honda.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, Technology is so advanced in 2020. They even have robots that cry and save ladies in danger. Can I have a picture with you? Thank you very much.
If you are in danger, I will protect you every time.
Thank you.
Welcome. Let's continue on our journey. Oh, there's another lady. What's she doing? Oh, dear, she dropped all her money. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I'm so touched. Look at everyone in Japan. They are so nice. With everyone looking out for everyone else. What does anyone have to worry about, right, when walking through Japan? I think we're getting close. I'm getting close to the stadium.
So when you visit Japan, we assure you that we welcome everyone with smile and hospitality.
That's good. So this story starts with this one boy from Singapore.
Where did my passport go? I lost my passport?
Oh, what's happened?
I lost my passport.
Lost your passport?
Yes.
Really?
My passport.
Okay, let's go, Boris. Please. Boris.
What happened? I'm the policeman. Tell me.
Lost his passport.
Oh, really? Huh.
Inside. I lost my passport.
Okay, so where have you been in Japan?
I remember. First, I went to Mount Fuji.
Okay.
And I stayed with there.
And then, wait, after that, where did you go?
After that, I went to Kyoto. Yes. And then to Hokkaido.
No. So let me assure you that somebody will find it somewhere, and then they will make sure to send it back to you. Don't worry, we'll take care of it somehow. Just wait at the police station.
Thank you.
Oh, well, oops. I found his passport. Oh, well, I think he said he's going to Kyoto, and I'm going to have to do it to someone in Kyoto. There.
Oh, yes. Oh, I own a ryokan, very nice ryokan. And a few days ago, there was a man from Singapore, and oh, is this his passport? Okay, I remember I went to the temple with him and we prayed, and I took him to the shrine, so I have to help him. I remember he said he was going to Hokkaido. Okay, I'm going to take him to Hokkaido.
Yeah, I'm the man in Hokkaido. Hokkaido is lovely, really lovely place. And but it's really cold. So I gave this bar to warm him up. Oh, this is the passport of him. And he said he is going to Roppongi, so I have to go to Roppongi.
Oh, this is the passport. Where's that guy? Hey, you! We found your passport. My passport! Somebody found it in Mount Fuji, passed it on to Kyoto, and then to Hokkaido, and it's back to you.
Whoa.
Great!
Japan has never felt so safe before.
And people are kind, and they will help you whenever you need help. So please enjoy your stay in Japan. Come to Japan. Enjoy the lovely people and lovely places and good food. And joyous atmosphere. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. So that's all via the group, right? So we're going to try to get via the online. Hello, are you there?
Oh, hello. Okay. Hello, everyone. Because we're discussing online, so we don't have that dramatic moment. So we come out with 4 major points when we are going to discuss safety about Japan. And the first one we think about is we can emphasize on the crime rate. The crime rate is actually low in terms of theft and robbery. And just like the other groups have been presented, that you can get back your lost easily. And there are very low terrorist activities in Japan. And the second point I'm going to talk about is about the safety in terms of food quality. Hello? Hello?
Seems like
Hi. It seems like they cannot hear us. Hello?
Hello.
Hi there.
Well, let me explain to you who we have. We have 2 people from Hong Kong, Ethan and Joe, joining us, and we have two ladies from Tokyo. And they were trying to figure out either what we mean by safety, what aspect of safety we can sort of promote. And 2 ladies, one of the ladies from Tokyo was spent some time in Australia. And she mentioned that when she comes back to Tokyo, she felt safe to leave her purse and other things back on the chair. So that was sort of their notion of safety. And then the Ethan and Joe in Hong Kong brought up the subject of radiation and nuclear. So that was one, and also the tension with the geopolitical tension. So we sort of got a little bit serious about how do we make sure that we get the impression of safety, because that's how people may perceive the safety issue. So we sort of talked quite a while, and then I think we lost it, right? Okay, so I think that's it, but it was very nice to have some people from Hong Kong.
Seems like they cannot hear us. No, I pressed already. Thank you.
Few things before we close. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you. This is the first time that we tried something a little different from just English discussion. And I hope that you
どうやってやってる紹介してみるこれなんでダメここ見えてないほら
I'd like to inform you, and this is not related directly to Davos experience in Tokyo, but I'll give a special lecture on the 1st of March. That is Saturday. That is going to be the last one that I give at KMB. And we do have this KMB forum, which is a 2-day event with a lot of things going on. And I will be giving you the special lecture on that day. And since the concept is airport, right? That's the topic of the forum this year. So I said, fly with me, where do you want to go? So that's the title. And I'll be talking about 5 years ago, we had things really changed. So what's going to happen in 3 to 5 years? So let's go. And if you take a look at the Earth from the universe, from the space, there are no borders, no boundaries. So let's figure out what kind of things that we can expect in 3 to 5 years. So that's why I say quietly, where do we want to go? We have other things as well. However, I would like to inform you of a few more things. Upcoming Davos session. March the 7th, that's our session. And as we discussed in January, I know that just 2 of you were here in January. We talked a lot about work-life balance, but we really got stuck, and nothing has happened. So we said, well, assume if we can have a second job, what second job do we want to try? And we would like you to think of as many specific ideas as possible for second job. And think of all of your dream jobs and the kind of things that you wanted to do. The reason why we picked up this topic is we have debated and discussed how we can have better work-life balance. But we haven't come up with anything good so far. Any result yet. So we encourage and support, enable people to have second jobs. In addition to the probably they want to finish their main job as quickly as possible so that they can work at a second job. And that may give a very good opportunity for those of us who would like to try some new ideas to do it on the side rather than just leaving your job. So we decided to have this topic for the second job. So assume if you can have a second job, what kind of jobs you would like to have. And what needs to be happening? What needs to happen? So those are the things that we want to do on March the 7th. And we also have decided on the dates for the upcoming Davos session. And that will be, everything is going to be on Friday from 7 to 9, April 18th, May the 30th, June 20th, July the 25th. We will not have travel session in August because it's too hot. But we will have one on September. So these are the first 5 months, 5 sessions starting in April. And as I may have told you, I will be failed at the end of March. So I'll be a freelancer again. So I'll be doing a lot of these things as well. And so that's upcoming session. So it's now a little bit after 9 o'clock. I hope it's not snowing yet. So I would like to thank you all to come and join the session. And I hope that you had a little bit of fun. And if we can, you can give us some more ideas as to what are the kind of things we could do or what topics you would like to follow. We really would like to follow that. And as I mentioned, this year we would really like Davos Experience in Tokyo to be participants rather than us driving. So we would like to incorporate your ideas as much as possible, and we would like you to participate and do a lot of things and become a presenter and facilitator as well. But now this is time to hit the bottle and the food. So those of you who would like to join us, there'll be a next competition at Arthur's Buffet, which is about 5 minutes walk from here. If you live very far away and are worried about snow, you might as well go. But, and we would really like to have a group picture again. And I will be sending you the survey to get your reactions to the session as well in the next day or 2. So let's take a picture first, and then we'll move to the networking session. Thank you very much.